Can you win the games?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, definitely.
Cole, did you know you were going to do so well?
Yeah, I very strongly expected that.
Is Christian Lucero going to go to the games this year?
He's got a good shot. I'll give him 90 seconds of fame. Got a hole to climb out of.
I've been here before.
I'd rather be in this position than not.
Honestly, I've been in a worse spot going into day 3.
You just go right towards the pain.
I know what it's like to miss out on it.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in the zone.
That means stay the fuck away, right?
Yeah.
And I don't want to do that again. I want to punch my ticket today, so.
And everyone says that Brent's the endurance guy. I think Josh is more the endurance guy.
The chipper's coming, baby.
I want to beat him really bad.
That's why the people love him.
It's exciting as fuck. You're gonna be at the edge of your seat the whole time.
She's like you. She's good for the show, so I hope she does. So I hope she makes it.
Falls! Becca Lloyd sneaks in!
Check-in time, 12:12. You have 13 minutes.
What's your
told myself last
yeah?
night?
What's your self-talk like?
I don't know, I didn't have a lot of self-talk. I just ate dinner, had a big old steak, sat in a hot tub, watched a little TV, just relaxed.
Last year you climbed to the top of the mountain, and this year like you're going into the final day in like a hole. Is that like? Are you just like hating, pissed? Like?
No, I'm not pissed. I mean, look, the region got a lot harder. I haven't been training quite the same, and I'm just happy to be dicing it up with everyone, so.
You are dicing it up.
I know, well, these guys are good, they're fast, man. I feel like the speed is, you take like the top, like 20 guys in every workout, and it's more games-like speed than what regional speed felt like last year.
Your arms look really good when you pick those up.
That's what the tank top's for, you know?
Just so you know. It's a good, if nothing else goes well, just remember, be like, well, at least my arms look fucking awesome.
That's right.
Even though you don't go on for a while, you start warming up already, huh?
Yeah, I have some specific stuff I like to do for my back and just different things that I've been doing for a while, so you don't want to stray away from the plan now. Stick with it, especially now. It's easy to get caught up in stuff, but you gotta stay with what you've been doing.
The lunge. Holy shit.
It's like a body weight lunge.
It's like, oh, look at this guy. Jesus. Speaking of Jesus, Jesus was helping him right there. There's no way he could do it without that. Yeah, even Fikowski and Josh said, hey, that's no joke. It's no joke.
No, when I saw the 70-pound dumbbell, like when they announced that workout, I was like, well, I'll even be able to do one. I mean, it's definitely doable. Like I think quite a few people will finish it, but it's definitely not like a comfortable weight.
It's crazy to hear you guys games athletes say that. It's nuts.
I don't know if I can do it. No. Yeah, it's a good workout. I think it's good whenever it causes you to question like your abilities. You know, puts you in that different mental space. So.
When you entered the Open this year, was the goal to go to the games?
The goal was to do everything that I could do to put myself in a position to do that. The hope was that would lead to going to the games. Really, I just wanted to get through the Open healthy because I've been dealing with an injury all year long. So I was just blessed to make it through the Open, injury-free, and then having to qualify for this was just a blessing, and to be where I'm at now is just awesome. So.
When you look at it, do you think, oh shit, I'm going to the games, I can beat these guys?
I don't think anything's guaranteed by any means. I think I have a shot for sure, and I'm gonna go out there and do my best.
Oh yeah?
But I mean, we have a really talented pool of athletes this year. So it just depends on how the ends shake out, I guess. I don't think I have anything guaranteed, but I think I can definitely do it.
I had an L5 S1 disc herniation.
Did you have to do surgery?
Surgery? No. The original thought was that was maybe the case, but I saw a couple different doctors and they encouraged me to do everything I can to avoid that. So that's what I did. I did a lot of rehab. Still do all the rehab right now. I did it last night, the night before that. So it is what it is.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
And how tall are you?
5'9"-ish.
And how much do you weigh?
I don't even know.
When you came into CrossFit, were you already an athlete?
Yeah, I played soccer. That's pretty much my sport that I've played my whole life. So I had a pretty good aerobic base, and I just even now the Olympic lifts are probably hard, but I'm not as good at.
Are you married?
No, it's just me. Just me.
Is that part of your rehab? That jump you did?
That jump? No.
In the top 10 is getting really, really, really tight, and there's only 2 workouts left. Have you looked at the leaderboard?
No. I know where I'm at. I know that there's a few points between me and 10. Well, between 4th and 10th, I think.
Yeah.
But I haven't really looked at it. I just know that it's all really close. So.
That it's bottlenecking.
It's bottlenecking, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's gonna go and be tough on this one.
Honestly, I've been in a worse spot going into day 3. And when I qualified 2016, I think I was 8th that year. So honestly, it's up for grabs with whoever wants it more right now.
Do you like these workouts? They're heavy.
I do like them. I do like them. That last one has my name written all over it. And this one right here, it should be a good one for me. So I'm looking forward to these ones.
I want to go to the game. So as much as I would like to be in first, with 300 points between me and the next closest guy, as much as I would love that, this is what it's about. This is, the World Cup, and you're in a penalty shootout or it's overtime, and the fans are going nuts, and you're trying to make history. This is why it's awesome. If it was always just you have it all figured out right away, if it was always that way, it wouldn't be as cool. So the bummer part is this is where I was last year too, and I missed out by 4 points. I was 6th and missed out by 4 points. So I know what it's like to miss out on it, and I don't want to do that again. I want to punch my ticket today. So just trying to do everything we can to make that happen.
Have you made any mistakes this weekend?
No.
Sticking your game
plan? I didn't have the most ideal training leading up to regionals. So, but yeah, no mistakes so far.
Healthy?
I was in a boot and I crushed it until Wednesday. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Why is that?
A week leading up to regionals, I was loading a pistol, I heard my foot crack. Thought I broke my foot. Ended up being a pretty severe mid-foot sprain, so the whole foot was swollen, and it's in a bad spot on my foot. So.
Which one?
My left one.
And it still hurts?
It does. I got it all taped up, but I'll find it.
It could be happening.
What could be happening?
No, I said it could be happening.
What's that?
Just you could be going to the games.
Yeah, I could not be going to the games too.
Do you feel it when you're working out, or do you just?
I do sometimes, but.
That means you're not going hard enough?
What kind of stupid questions are you asking?
Dave, good to see you, brother. Don't Garrett Fisher could handle himself.
Oh.
Did you look at the leaderboard?
I did.
I think you're in 6th by 2.
I'm in 6th place by 2 points. Mitch Bernard's in 4th.
Like I said to Heber yesterday, this weekend's really just a trial run to get my feet wet, back into competing, because obviously I took a long time off. So I'm kind of just flowing with it. It's not really my time or not my time. It's just whatever happens.
I forgot who's a 5th. I think Stevenson.
I think so, yeah. I know that those 2 guys are in there. 2 guys I'd never heard of before.
And then Sarah and Cody Anderson right behind me. So it's gonna be wild.
Are you comfortable in this pressure cooker, all eyes on you, the crowd fucking losing their mind?
I guess. I don't like being in this position. I'd rather be sitting in first place, just hanging out, enjoying myself, but I'm fine.
Is Josh safe in first place, or is no one safe?
I think the top 3, so that's Mikowski, Bridges, and Cole. They look good all weekend, so I don't really see them moving.
Can you win either of these workouts?
I think I have the capability to. Yeah, totally.
When you make it to the games and this is over, what will you do about that foot?
Rest. It needs rest.
Rest.
Yep.
These next 2 workouts are no joke.
Yeah, they're good workouts.
Do you like them? They're heavy as shit.
I like them both.
You do. Even that chipper with those dumbbells.
A like that.
You want to get at that? I said you want to get at that?
I'm excited to do that. I think it's a really cool workout because it's a trap. So like, you can easily get pulled into the I need to handstand push-up total bar and bike fast. The workout doesn't start until you get about 20 deep into those step overs. So.
That's what Josh was saying. He said that first part is only a trap.
It doesn't, you'll watch, I bet you that like similar to the run where I was the last person off the rower, I bet you that I'm the last person off the bike.
And you're good with that?
Yeah.
Because you know where the fight is.
If you finish this event, you probably come in top 10. You finish it under 16 minutes, you're probably coming top 5. If I come top 5 in the next 2 events, I'd probably go to the games. So.
What's that?
I expected you to look a little stiffer.
Is it my age?
Whatever. Just know because of how hard you go.
Feel good, man.
Really?
Yeah. No, mine.
You could be. You're capable. You're a fake it till you make it guy. Are you feeling optimistic?
Yeah. Since the workouts were announced and since I did a regional run through or whatever scenario, the third day is my favorite day. What's that?
Did you sleep well?
I did actually.
Did you wake up with the documentary crew in your face? Are they there when you wake up?
No. We might fake it later, but no, they're not there.
Where are they now? How come they don't stick to you like fly on shit?
I don't know. They know what they need. It's only like a 20-minute episode for 3 full days, so.
You don't think they gave up on you?
I hope not.
Could you say that these are big man events, these next 2?
I think the next one is. I think the handstand push-up total bar is irrelevant, and the rest of it is the workout. I mean, no one's gonna get on this bike and do anything crazy, but when we get to the step overs, it's being a little bit bigger. I think it's better. You're not stepping up as high. For me, I mean, I weigh like 215 pounds, so holding 140 pounds in my hands is not. I mean, it's heavy, but I feel like it should be easier for me than someone that's a little bit smaller.
George Sanchez had a similar analysis to you had, that each day was going to get better for it.
Yeah.
Is that because you think these are big man workouts as they goes along?
I think a little bit. They're good workouts for me. But this is definitely a bigger man workout, I think. You can be smaller and do well, but I think you'll see more tall men succeed than short men in this, on average.
I would not say that. I would say they're more conducive for people who are really fit. So I definitely see myself doing, if I go out and execute on these 2 workouts, I'll be good. So I'm excited for them. They're both really nasty workouts. They hurt a lot. So I like that.
Important to deuce before you get out on the floor?
Oh yeah. Yeah, normally I get that knocked out before the day starts. Every day here has been the same routine. I get coffee on the way in, drop my bag, go right away, and then normally I'm good. There's always Josh and I are always taking a pre-event piss about 2 minutes out, so we high five in the bathroom. Not while we're going. Well, I'll leave that up to you.
Did you guys cross streams?
Not yet. We're not on that level yet.
Last night I was laying in bed thinking of you. And I was thinking, holy fuck, Josh wants to take first just so we can look at these guys and be like, fuck you guys.
Right?
Is there some of that?
Of course there is. Especially after last year's games, you get in your own head, even though I knew circumstances were different. For me this year, just coming back and being like, you deserve to be here. So, yeah, I want to beat him really bad.
minus like 2 seconds left, past trying to throw the ball and.
Yeah, I've been here before. Unfortunately.
I'd rather be in this position than not. So even though it's super nerve-wracking to be sitting in fifth and know you kind of have to take it if you want it, at least I've set myself up to have the opportunity to do it.
It's a crazy bottleneck.
It is, yeah, absolutely.
Have you looked at the
absolutely.
The leaderboard?
I need to know where I am.
And yeah, some guys don't want to look.
I need to know. You have to know.
Yeah, I'd like to be in it a little closer, but like I said, anything can happen. It's so tight, and there's so many people. Even with workouts like this, there's people in heats like 1, 2, and 3 who can weasel their way in on these workouts and shuffle the leaderboard. So you just can't ever count yourself out here.
Are you more experienced and feel more confident every year?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, obviously the experience helps, and like I said, I've been in this bubble athlete position before multiple times, actually most of my career. So I think I'm a little bit more confident mindset-wise this time. Before I have a little self-doubt, I'm trying to tell myself that I can fucking do this.
Get nervous.
I love how honest the women are versus the men. I have to be like, are you nervous? Or like,
you're like, no.
Yes. But you got to squeak it out of them. It's crazy to hear that you could have self-doubt, just someone who's been to the games as many times as you. It's just
but everyone gets better, and workouts, I mean, I'm not Matt Frazier. I'm very well aware of that. I have a lot of weaknesses that I try to fix, but they exist, and so there's always that little bit that like, oh man, what if this person's better? What if this person's better? Well, at the end of the day, we'll find out. I mean, I can't really worry about that anymore.
I'm hearing rumors that Miss Parker here is gonna, if you beat her, that there will be consequences.
That's the word on the street, right?
She knows what's good for her. She'll slow it down today.
Is it fun being out here with her?
It is fun. It's challenging.
Is it healthy for the relationship?
I think so. I think we're both just very competitive, and that comes out a little bit. But at the end of the day, we go to bed happy and in good mood. So
You're a fierce competitor. You always have been. How do you manage that with being proud of someone you love, who's trying to get one of your spots?
It's like a serious struggle. For some weird reason, when she beats me, I hate it more than when anybody else beats me.
Do you guys address it, or is it just, it is what it is?
It is what it is. We knew there was a potential for this to happen. Having it happen is a little different, but we're taking it day by day.
I'm also at the same time happy for her. I think you're so close to someone, you see it, and you're constantly comparing, and you're living in the same community and things like that. So you're kind of vying for, I don't know, top spot.
How did you guys meet? Did you meet through CrossFit?
We did, yeah. We met at the 2016 games.
And were you competing there?
I wasn't, no, just there spectating.
And how does that work? How do you meet an athlete if you're just a spectator?
I walked up and I said, I think you're really cute. And no, I introduced myself. I followed her on Instagram and thought she seemed pretty funny, so that's how it happened.
And is she funny?
She's special. Yeah, she's funny.
Would you ever take on someone like Josh Bridges, or is he too old? Are you like when you go to the pound and like you're gonna get a dog, and like your wife's like, oh, let's get that dog, and you're like, dude, he's 7 already. Like he's cute, right.
Yeah.
Would you ever take on like someone like him?
I would love to coach Josh.
You would?
Yeah, Josh is great.
He's gonna have gray hair soon.
Yeah, he'd be great.
All right, you say so. I think the camera's making you say shit you don't see. That's not true, but that's my job to like question that shit. He believes in himself.
That's what I say every time. It's that soothing confidence. He reassures me every day.
I think that's the event record. He beat the fittest man alive by over a minute.
You know what? He told us last night. He said, the professor is gonna be in session tomorrow. He's gonna show the world what he can do on the chipper.
Will Carroll be able to get across that line?
He beat Frazier by a minute.
He has 3, 2, 1,
Hey, hey, you killed it.
I PR'd by 32 seconds.
Putting on one hell of a show for you guys today.
Thanks, man. You too.
I'm so fucking proud of you.
Shut up.
Good job, man.
Yeah, well, only by a minute.
You said a bunch of stuff yesterday that, quite frankly, I didn't believe, and now it's like, holy shit. How do you have that much faith in your pacing of the entire weekend?
If you don't believe in yourself, probably no one else will. So, whenever these chippers come out, you know, historically I've been able to rise to the occasion. Yeah. So typically in competition, I'm able to go usually a minute or two faster than I go in training in all these chippers events the last 5-6 years. And I just have to trust I can do that. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Do you make yourself nervous at all? Like going like, holy shit, like do you wish today was day one so you could have like... No?
I mean, if you want to be competitive at this level, you got to believe that you can bring it when you need to. And I've been fortunate the last 2 years to be able to kind of cruise on the final day. And so I knew this year I might be at a bit of a points deficit and I'd have to prove on the final day what I was made of. And yeah, you can't shy away from those opportunities. Those are the opportunities that define you.
Around CrossFit, 2008, 10 years since I opened the box.
Does his capacity shock you? Let's say we were to ask you in 2007 if it's possible for a human being to do what Brent would do. Would you believed it?
Oh, he constantly exceeds, I guess, my expectations. Like when I first met him, probably 5 years ago now, he obviously showed a lot of potential. He wasn't really great back then, and just slow and steady progress. And yeah, he always gets better. Like I don't know how he does it.
When you say in the interview, in the post-workout interview, you say, I plan on winning the next workout. And you say it without being arrogant. It can be misconstrued as arrogant, but there seems to be no bravado or showboating in your voice. It's just sort of this...
Something I've been dealing with mentally the last couple months is this balance between, I believe in doing my best, but I compete in a sport where there are points, where there are medals, there's first place, there's last place. So you're balancing those two things, and so it's like, it's a belief that my best will likely be good enough for first. But if my best puts me in 5th or 10th, I'm just as happy. But if I finish...
Is that true?
I try to. I really do.
That's the goal.
That's really the goal. I'm like, you know, I'm not perfect at that mindset, but you have to train all year knowing you could fail or fail as in not qualify for the games, because it has to still be worth it. Because I don't want to say my entire year of my life is a waste of time training to make the games if I don't make the games. My entire year was to prove to myself how good I can become, and a potential outcome of that is qualifying for the CrossFit Games and winning the CrossFit Games.
And Makowski.
Yeah, ready to get it started.
You are ready?
Yeah.
It seems like you've had a couple tough breaks. You had that finish line.
I just get so mindless, or I push so hard that I'm not thinking straight. It's something I need to improve upon, but yeah, every year I'm always making some kind of mistake, so.
I don't mean to be superficial, but you absolutely look the best you've ever looked.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I feel the best, and I hope I can show that today. Reflect all my training, so this is definitely the most work I've ever put in out of all the other years.
What do you think about these ladies you're competing against here?
They're super fit, super strong, probably superhuman.
How many years have you been coming to the regionals?
What is that, 6 years?
2011.
Oh, since 2011 was my first regional, so I guess it's been more. I expected it to be really competitive, really, really competitive, but I can do it too.
Are you comfortable with this situation and how it's bottlenecking and that there's going to be a ton of the crowd's going to lose their shit?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just feed off the energy, and yeah, if you want to make it to the games, you got to make it here. So nothing's changed for me.
Have you looked at the leaderboard?
No, I'm trying not to. I don't want to know.
Are you nervous?
I'm not nervous. I guess I get excited when we're standing right in the tunnel. But right now I'm feeling good. Yeah. I mean, I can't change anything about how good or whatever they're gonna do. I can only do what I can do. So, and I'm pretty confident in what I can do. So, and if that's good, that's good. And if it's not, then I guess I got more work to do. I didn't lunge all the way across that red line, so he called me back. And then I got it, and he was saying, go, 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 but I thought he was saying no, so I ran back. It's loud, you can't hear anything.
Did you lose a placement for that?
I did.
Who got in front of you?
China got ahead of me there. Yeah, so that's a big one. But there's a couple of people I needed to beat in that one that I did, so I think the points will be okay.
Are you okay from that stumble?
No, that hurt, but I won't feel it till tomorrow. So
Now we are down to our final athlete.
I think a few beers won't fix, right?
Becca passed you on that. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Still get across that finish line. I think so.
Are you happy with your performance?
Yeah, I think so. That one is such like a mind fuck. Like, look, oh my god, I have so much work on that other end of it, right? So, it's a tough workout for sure.
3, 2, 1, time.
That's Garrett Fisher in lane number 6. Now he's using his lane to his advantage. He's not having to pull up nearly as many times as the other guys, and that's really helping him to get that long reach, and he can come right back down.
They're not sending it.
Shouldn't you be over there like watching or something, like Fikowski and Josh and that other dude, I don't know his name, Mitch or something, or Baynard or whatever?
Baynard. I mean, I can kind of see it from here, but at this point I know what I need to do. There's no point in getting all amped up about something that I don't need to worry about.
You have a chance. Like maybe 3 chances or 4 chances, or you have a good chance.
Yeah. It's the not so fun position of needing to do well and needing other people to do poorly, but there's definitely a shot 18 points out, so need to go out there and do some work.
You're just chilling.
I think that's the best thing to do until the next 30 minutes or so. Warm up, just rest as much as you can, and try not to get amped up before you need to.
My wife sent me a screenshot of me interviewing you yesterday.
Yeah.
And there was a bubble over my head that said, "Emily, you're so pretty." And there was a bubble over your head saying, "I'm so present."
Didn't your wife just get a muscle up after having babies? That's pretty sick.
You know, I'm pretty sure I've seen her do them in the living room from the LSIT. So when I'm like, you celebrating that and your affiliate and getting some screen time for it, I felt it was a little, I judged her for it. But
why would you judge her for it?
just because I think she got, I was taking pride, like I got her one faster than than her affiliate did.
Oh.
Like in the living room. We have rings hanging in our living room.
Oh.
Do you have rings hanging in your living room?
No.
You should.
I don't have enough room.
You must have a tall ceiling.
I do.
I live in a small ass studio. I don't got room for that.
Do you
unless I had a room for, like, I might put in a sex swing, but that's the only kind of ring swingy thing I'd put in there.
Way too much work for me. You ever have two guys working on you at the same time?
Who, me?
No, I meant Emily.
Sevan, I don't know how to answer that.
Well, right now you have one.
Getting oddly sexual.
Oh my God, you're such a pervert.
I am a
You were the one that brought the sex swing into the argument.
Yeah, sorry, my mind is just always there.
Mine too.
I didn't even bring that. But I just meant, like, I just want to talk with people.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for being awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you, well,
I just saw the girls like meeting up before the workout, like China and the girl she's fighting for 5th place for.
Yeah.
And they were like hugging and stuff and like wishing each other good luck.
That's awesome, man.
Are you gonna hug Brent and like wish him good luck? And
I'm gonna hit him with something. Trying to pull to hit him with, or maybe a gun.
Is it important for you to take 1st place and kind of give like a fuck you, I'm better than all of you here?
No, man. I'm just about performance-based life, not outcome-based life. And I don't need any type of validation. That's just for the ego.
What's wrong with feeding the ego a little bit?
You don't need to. As long as you're completely present. Also, right now, I feel like a motherfucking orangutan. So, that's cool.
At one point I thought you took such a long break, I thought you were injured. I'm not joking.
Yeah. I took a nap and read a book. It was actually a good one too.
Do you think that you came out too hot on that?
No.
You were in the lead.
No, that was the plan. I mean, I short levers, the handstand push-ups weren't an issue. The box was just, I moved through it as efficiently as I could, right? And then the lunge got a little spicy too. And I took that break just to make sure I didn't collapse at the end and like lose points. So no, it actually went faster than in practice. It was like 30 seconds faster. So yeah, I was happy.
You gotta thank Brent for that.
Dude, I was not watching him at all except for to say bye. See you later.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm in the zone.
Walked near Becca just now and I said, hey, how you doing? She goes, I'm in the zone. That means stay the fuck away, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Just make sure I interpreted that right.
You read it perfectly.
Describe the situation. She is in striking distance. 22?
Yeah, 22 last time.
And she murdered the last workout. She did what she had to do. In the past, she's been solid, but rope climbs, she's been pretty steady and not one of the fastest people.
Actually, rope climb, she is one of the faster, but the short rope changes a little bit. But she's definitely rope climbs are good. I think if anything that's like going to be super challenging is going to be the thrusters on this one, but we'll see.
Did you know in the last workout number 5, that she was going to do so well?
I thought she could win it before she went. Yeah, just that the long trippers and the overhead movements and just doing work is her strong suit. So I anticipate she'll be top 3 if not win.
Can she win this one?
I don't think she can win this workout, but I think she can be top 5 in this workout.
And she has to beat some key people.
But there's a lot of things got to fall perfectly on it. So
is she feeling that stress?
I don't think so. I think at this point, like we talked about, she knows all she can do at this point is the absolute best that she can do and see where it all falls.
stay on your finishing mats. Athletes, please stay on your finishing mats.
I'm always impressed. Always. Wow. What a fucking weekend.
Did you take some calculated risks there?
No, I was moving about the pace that I had in practice. Still off balance on some thrusters are not my thing.
And I was like, you need to be climbing right now.
I don't know where Becca was at all. I mean, she could make a move here, but the only thing you can do there is kind of pay attention to what you're doing. You can only do what you can do. So when I failed some reps, regroup, gather, keep moving forward. Do the best you can.
How does it resonate to you and feel to know that you're on the very top?
I feel like a motherfucking boss. Thank you. But that being said, all these ladies are amazing. All these ladies. So, congratulations. Hell yeah! Woo! Atta girl. Whatever happens, happens, right?
That's all you can hope for.
Exactly.
Have the results of our individual women. Let's give them a big round of applause one more time. In first, with 518 points, Emily Abbott. In second, with 472 points, Alessandra Pacelli. In third place, with 432 points, E-Search. In fourth place, with 426 points, China Cho. And for that fifth and final qualifying spot in a very tight race, your last qualifying female going to the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games is Rebecca Voigt. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for your top 5 athletes representing the West Regional at the 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games.
History for Becca Voigt. It'll be a 10th Games appearance for her.
Wow. I literally am at a loss for words. I know that, it was tough for her being a Masters competitor last year, especially having it turn out the way that it did. That's rough, but to be able to come back and have such a strong finish on both the Open and then come here and crush this and do so well here, that's unreal. Now at the same time, Meredith Root had an unbelievable weekend, and what a way to fight. But wow, if you're gonna lose it to anybody, lose it to a true legend, a true OG when it comes to this sport of CrossFit. Wow. Becca Voigt.
The eruption from the fans here when that was announced.
Yeah, that was insane. That's just what happens when you've been around for that long. You are known. You're like that comes through and pulls a win off like that. And again, we talked about that huge deficit that she had. And somehow, with just grit and determination, was able to cut it down and make things happen the way it was supposed to happen for her. And, just an unreal finish. And this is what sports is all about. I love this. On paper, it shouldn't happen. In real life, stuff like that happens. It's awesome.
Aren't you friends with Dan?
Yeah, we're friends.
He's one of the good dudes, isn't he?
I know. That was not a good dude shirt. I don't know what was happening there.
Do you text Dan and like, hey dude, before you put on a shirt tomorrow morning, send me a picture of you. Before you go outside, send me a...
I know, man.
What's wrong with this guy?
That shirt was no bueno. That was no good right there, man. I don't know what he was thinking.
I mean, he has a great body and he made himself look like a goof. When you retire from the field and you go to commentating, will you be, and you're competing for the same spot that Dan is on the update show? You think you'll be better than him?
For commentating?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I'm. I mean, I think it would be fun to give it a shot to see how it went. I don't know if I would. I don't know.
My body composition in the last 4 years has changed quite a lot. It's funny. My weight hasn't changed by more than 2 or 3 pounds up and down in like 4 years. I've been 215 for nearly 4 years. But like aesthetically and physically, I look quite a bit different every year. That's what happens when you lift weights all the time.
You're not married?
I am married.
Oh, you are married?
Yeah, I got married in November.
Does your wife trip on your body?
Does she what?
Does she trip on your body?
I don't think so. No, we sometimes look back at old pictures of when we first met like 5 years ago. She goes, oh look, it's little Brent. And it's so gradual that, we don't think about it. And then you look at an old picture, you go, oh wow, I do look different. But
why haven't you looked at the leaderboard?
I just haven't had the time. I think some people were talking about being in like 6 or 7s or something like that. So yeah, I could care less. I just know that I know which guys I have to beat, and there's a lot of them. So come out top of the heat, I know I'm punching my ticket. So
if I had to tell you like last year, it's like, hey, I'll give you a deal. We can fast forward 1 year from now, and you can be easily within qualifying for the games, going in event 6, and you have to do rope climbing thrusters. Will you take that? You're like, that's all I want, right? You got a chance to do it. That's it. That's all you can do. That's all you can ask for.
100%. Someone asked me yesterday if you're really, really intense. And I mean, you have some intense moments.
Yeah, for sure. Yesterday, you tried to get talking to me. But you saw it. You knew you weren't supposed to be there at that moment, and I loved it. You backed up. I appreciated it.
I'm nervous for you.
Thanks for the bone broth.
I'm nervous for you.
Yesterday, I wasn't sure how that workout was going to go. I knew how it would go for me. I didn't know how it was going to go for everyone else. So I just felt like I needed to be in a zone, and it worked out. It's my advantage, So
you surprised yourself, didn't you?
I didn't surprise myself with me. I was surprised by everyone else. That time was the same time I did training, and I moved the bar and everything, with the transitions and everything. So I didn't surprise myself there. I was surprised by the other times. So
I think you surprised Fikowski.
I'm sure I did. I'm sure I surprised a lot of guys that don't train with me and know what I can do.
Did you do it?
It's the finish of this event here as we got less than 2 minutes. Mitch Bernard taking the jump as Cole asking for the crowd to get behind Mitch. Mitch walking out.
He's got his feet on the rope.
Are you glad it's over?
That cross being counted as a good rep for Mitch Bernard.
Mitch has got 1 more to go and 8 thrusters as we have less than 1 minute remaining.
That was dirty, man.
About 50 seconds
We went better than practice,
on this
so
clock.
I'll take it.
Come on, Delmar, make some noise for Mitch Bernard as he gets to finish.
What? It's one weekend.
Great weekend.
We're an old timer.
Great weekend. I asked Ben Bergeron if he would take you on as a client, even though you're in your twilight. He said he'd take you.
Thank you. 30 seconds on that clock.
Just so you know.
Let's get him up that rope, Delmar.
Don't you want to go over there and cheer that guy on?
He doesn't want that. He doesn't want any of that.
10 seconds on the clock.
He's probably in his head right now. Fuck every one of you guys. Except for the fans.
Let's count
The
it down
athletes,
in
he's
3,
saying, fuck you.
2, 1.
I would be screaming in my head.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for all of our male athletes as they are done for the day.
How about this Cody kid? He's a fucking beast, huh?
Good, man. I'm super impressed with Cody. Cody's he's a fighter, man. We'll see how it plays out. He did fucking great.
Lazaro looks like a different man than he did the previous 2 years.
Oh, that's weird.
When you're here, do you ever think about your training for next year? Are you like, oh shit, instead of doing that many snatches, I'm gonna do thrusters, or do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely start to take notes on where I have some weaknesses and where I need to work. So
You have some weaknesses?
Yeah. Plenty of weaknesses.
You shave and you miss like...
I don't shave.
Oh.
And it comes in all white trashy like this.
Are those your brothers?
How can you tell?
What do you guys think? Is he gonna make it?
Yes, he's absolutely gonna make it.
Does he make you guys grow those mustaches?
Yeah.
Yes. Otherwise, I'm kicked out of the family.
Your mom?
Yes, my mom.
And then you have 3 boys? And are these guys younger than this one?
They're 21. Yep.
Oh, you're twins. Holy shit. Was your brother stressed out going into this?
I think he was pretty stressed out the first day, but I knew the two next days he could do well. So
I think he killed it in training too. So.
Do you guys have aspirations to do this silly stuff?
Hopefully.
Oh, yes.
Look what a giant Fikowski looks like standing next to Josh.
Yeah. CrossFit has all kinds of different body types and stuff. It's the beauty of the sport. It's crazy though.
Are you celebrating a little bit inside, knowing that there's a good chance you made it?
I mean, I think I probably did what I needed to do, but you don't want to celebrate too early. So.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. We have the results for your 2018 Reebok CrossFit Games West Regional Individual Male Athletes. In first place in a very close race, taking first place by just 2 points with 488 points, Brent Fikowski. In second place, with a score of 486 points, Cole Sager. In third place, with 434 points, Josh Bridges. In fourth place, taking one of 2 qualifying spots with 300 292 points. Cody Anderson! And the last and final qualifying spot with 386 points. Mitchell Stevenson!
You know what? I want to apologize.
Okay.
I thought your best was behind you.
Oh, thanks, man.
And you
Appreciate that.
You're fucking next level shit.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I appreciate that a lot. It means a lot, dude. Yeah.
Crazy. It shouldn't mean that much, just from a silly cameraman like myself, but
Hey, no, I appreciate it. It means a lot. You've been around, you've seen it, you know good athletes. That's weighty. I feel that.
crazy show.
Yeah.
When you see that you're only a couple points behind Brent Fikowski, and you know what an animal he is, does that even just fuel you more?
I didn't know the point spread going into that last event. I only knew I was 2 points behind him after they announced him at the end there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Going into the games, are you like, does it give you that little bit like, oh shit, these are all, I can do it. I can do it all.
Back in 2015, I was in third almost the whole weekend, and in the last event, I went from third to seventh, and that was the year that I realized that I can do it. It just took a couple of years of learning what that meant, and I think we're starting to learn that. I think we're starting to build the foundation. We have a long ways to go. We still have a lot of learning to do, a lot of humility to gain, but it'll come, and we'll just keep working.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
How tall?
5'10".
And how much do you weigh?
200 pounds.
Is that your ideal weight for competition?
Yeah, it's my fighting weight. I feel like that's my fighting weight.
When they announced Cody as the that he was going to the games, I almost sensed like it was a little emotional for you. The way I never seen you like get up and run over and hug someone like that. Besides like your boys.
It was an impressive comeback, man. That was a great run, dude. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. First day was rough for Cody, right? I mean, he was sitting low. What were you sitting in? Like 30s?
Like 27.
Yeah, I was saying it was like right next to 30. I was like, it's gonna be a hell of a comeback if he gets back in there. I mean, where were you going into that workout?
This one?
Yeah. Seven. Yeah, I mean, he was 2 spots back and it jumped 3 spots. I was like, fuck, that's a fucking hell of a job, man.
You were right behind Cole, right?
Yeah, you're right behind me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I don't even know. I'd never heard his name. I'm not even, you know, and I follow most regionals. But like, what's he done before? Where was he placed?
Mitchell Stevenson last year just missed out. It was pretty heartbreaking. He had a really good weekend. And I remember, like, you know, chatting with him, and he's going to be good. Something special.
Hey, you. Well, you on.
I was already planning on that.
on day.
I already got a demo team member and a tester.
Hey, on day 1, you text me something about Josh. What was it? You text me. I can't remember.
I said he's crushing it. I'm really surprised. I said he's not going to make it. Because you were giving him too much attention. I just needed to back that up. He's got enough attention as it is already. Enough attention. True. Hey, you missed. Kill the camera.